Welcome to The Know, I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Ryan Haywood.
The Halo series is losing its edge, everyone. It's getting dull, it's getting unviolent, it's getting a T for teen rating.
It's going PG-13.
What's odd about it is that based on the ERB's rating summary, it doesn't actually sound any different from any of the previous games. I mean, according to the summary, players use pistols, machine guns, grenade launchers, and futuristic weapons to kill alien and human enemies. And it goes on to note that battles are highlighted by realistic gunfire, explosions, and occasional blood splatter and effects. Characters can also use assassinations to kill characters by snapping their necks or by stabbing them with bladed weapons.
So all that sounds about par for the course when you're talking about a Halo game.
Right.
And even the language isn't exactly about fluffy bunnies. The word ass appears in dialogue, censored with an asterisk, because that really conceals what it's saying. And referential taunts like, I have copulated with your genetic progenitors. Or progenitors, or
whatever they are!
Spores!
I copulated with them.
Or, hey, your father was a filthy colo and your mother was a hole in the wall.
I feel like Monty Python
That
would
sounds
be a little...
rough, like that, right? There's a lot of abrasion with the whole wall.
Oh, but what if the hole's big enough? What if you're not, like, rubbing the sides of the hole?
Meg, then you got you a glory hole.
Right, which doesn't sound all that rough, right?
T for teen.
Only rough glory holes in T for teen. Alright, overall though, that does sound like Halo, and in games tagged for blood, mild language, and violence, which is actually more than Halo 4 had.
I'm pretty sure I didn't see a glory hole, but yes, aside from that, Halo 4 was tagged for blood and violence, but received an M rating, with the summary noting that players use pistols, scoped rifles, machine guns, grenade launchers, and futuristic weaponry to kill enemies in ranged combat. Battles are highlighted by cries of pain, realistic gunfire, and large explosions. And also notes the familiar assassination mechanic. No mention of language or banging anyone's parents or walls.
I love cries and agony.
Ah!
Are they not going to have those in Halo 5 at all?
No, actually
one
they're all
will be.
silent. Yeah, it's just like, oh my.
Maybe the one distinction that pushed Halo 4 over the edge is the presence of blood. It says, during one cutscene, a human character cries out as her body disintegrates, exposing layers of muscle tissue. Large blood splatter effects occur when humans are shot. Some sequences depict blood-stained environments.
Is that really all it takes to push it over the edge?
Also, is Halo 5 not going to have these? This rating puts it on a level with the spin-off titles in the franchise Halo Wars and Halo Spartan Assault, which also received T ratings.
Theoretically, this means that the game will be able to reach a wider market, so it's entirely possible that Microsoft has been pushing for this with the ESRB. It's kind of like movies, you know, like Avengers, Marvel lately just can't seem to do anything into the R section of moving.
Stone of movies?
Stone of moving.
An R stone.
Can't be dragged down by that R stone.
The R stone.
See how I tied it in
saved
there?
it.
There we go. And that's why all the big blockbusters take it easy on the language and the gore.
Yeah, they keep it pretty sanitized. Out of the top 10 movie releases of the US this year, only one had an R rating, and that was 50 Shades of Grey, by the way, which brought all the moms to the yard and made things really awkward. By the way, if you look outside the US, the number jumps to a whole 2 because of Kingsman. But even then, obviously, lower ratings dominate blockbuster movies.
Look, if you got to copulate with a wall, I mean, that's what 50 Shades
50
of Grey
Shades
is
of Grey,
about.
pretty much.
It's a man having sex with drywall, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense now. Of course, we say that it will theoretically mean the game can get into more hands, but realistically, I mean, the ESRB is a self-imposed system of regulation on video games, not a governmental one. There's no law about what retailers can and can't sell to whoever they want. They're usually an internal policy, but there's not a lot of consequences. Like maybe you get cut out of future releases for non-compliance. But again, that's really not a legal consequence.
Right.
That's just an industry one.
Right. Also, no one can force parents to pay attention to the ratings when buying games for their kids, which is why so many friggin' 10-year-olds have GTA. Seriously, the bane of my damn existence when I worked at GameStop. Stop buying GTA for your 5-year-old. It's weird.
Look, there's no fixing parents who don't pay attention. They got phones, they got lives. Kids are really a secondary concern.
Absolutely. Personally, I think this rating change could definitely help kids convince their parents to let them play as Master Chief. I mean, a lot of parents really treat ratings like they are government mandated, and they see T for teen and think like, all right, cool, guess it's good.
Yeah, on the flip side of that, parents who have been paying the least bit of attention through the past Halo games are maybe somewhat familiar with it and its focus on running and gunning, and they may still say no to the franchise as a whole. It's not like this is a brand new IP we're talking about. They've probably been exposed to this series before, and if it was too violent for their approval then, it's probably still going to be too violent for their approval now.
Spoken like a true father. So, do you guys think that this will help Halo 5 sell even more copies? Or what do you think of the change in rating? Have they sold out? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget, you get the very best in video games and entertainment. So be sure to like and subscribe. We'll keep you in the know.
Is this a subscribe button? Is it my face?
I can put it up there if you want.